Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Business Central, the show that takes an in-depth analysis of business stories that affect you. This week we talk about mobile virtual network operators. And now that they've been licensed by the regulator, what does that mean to you? But first things first. I'm your host, Tony Timase. My apps segment this week, we feature Wisdom Mlevu, whose application helps to ease parcel registration processes.
My name is Wisdom Mlevu. The application that we are doing is Parcel System. We have targeted as Parcel 2 as the company agreement name. The application actually is actually to replace the way that people that have been sending parcels on different types of companies, mostly dealing in transport. The system actually we have added some new features so that we can improve the customer company trust. So that due to the latest innovation these days, we have something like GPSs, we have photos, we have signatures. So we have included such features in the application so that at least the application can be much better, and also it can give reasons for a company why they should use the application better than the books that they have been using. So our system is naturally placing all the database that you have collected for that person. This includes the GPS location, includes your passport photo, because the application can just take the photo. You don't need the guy doesn't need to bring the passport, and also the person can just do the signature. We include the signature because in the book we needed to do the signature. But lucky to our smart applications, smart Android phones and iPhones, you can do the signature also on the phones. So I think currently I might say technology has really stepped up, and with us trying to improve the company's way of sending their parcels, I think it might help a lot of people to feel comfortable while they're sending their parcels at the moment. Because my parcel, it is on track system, it can be scanned. Now these days they just don't put a sticker, you can just place a barcode, it has a scan for a barcode. The GPS, mostly it was for the locations of the parcel, where it is coming from and where it is going. That's the major reason for that GPS being there. So that we can also to help the company understand where the parcel is received. This is also to improve on the security of the person who is receiving, because you might find a client, actually you might go to some other companies and they tell you, my parcel was sent, but we don't know from which office, and the office itself doesn't know, they don't have enough information about this person. But this time, no parcel can be sent without having enough information, because we have really tried to improve on the details that they are being requested. And with the smartphone technology, it's much now faster even to input data than the normal book method that we are using. The application will be available on Google Play Store and also in Apple Store, because our application is cross-platform. So no company that maybe you can, if you find a company they're saying as we usually use iOS only, we can still serve them. Okay. Being that they are a company, they have their own databases. So you can get the application, but you need your database to be linked on your company database. So that's where the agreement between us and the company rises up, because they have to come and agree with us. So that's when we tell them, okay, since you're EasyCoach database, so we can now give them their own private database. So that because this is a company database, which means if all companies, they can just access the company. You see, they can access each other's database. So our company gives them we call it an instance. Okay, where the platform that we are using is the one that can divide the databases for the guys to be able to not see each other database. So each company has their own database. So now you see, you can access the application, right? But what about of the database? So that's what is now the agreement between us. You see, the difference between the database agreement, actually, I think if you can even go to any other host, they'll tell you this has been always the challenge while you're hosting. the databases, because some people, they require big databases, some they require less, some they require a particular amount of database. So that has been the challenge of the company, but at least we try to reason with the customer and understand what they really need. It will also give the location and also the signal of the person collecting the information. For example, if it is you again, so I have to click the camera, and then I have to take the photo again. If I confirm the photo is okay, place your signature. Then they click. So now we will be having two photos of the sender and the person who is collecting the information. Then I click confirm. Then a confirmation window will activate to show the collected parcels.
And before we end the show, let me share with you this business tip. Don't overly focus on the numbers. Don't overly focus on the numbers. It's your job to explain the so what. Numbers should be used only to support your main points. And that's Business Central for this week. Thank you for watching. Should you have interesting stories that you would like to see being featured here, you can talk to us. The numbers are on your screen, and be sure that we will cover them for you if they make business sense and they affect your life. I am Tony Timase. Until next week, let's talk business.